Hi, I'm Rerides. Welcome to another video. In this one, I wanted to share with you a bike that I recently picked up, and it's a pretty rare one. This is it right here. It's a 1998 Mongoose Rogue. Now, I've had a few of these over the years, but this one is just a little bit special. In 2015, I rebuilt my first one. It had a number of original parts, but a bunch of parts that I had to add. Handlebars, brakes, stem, tires, and stuff like that. It was also my first attempt at recreating the decals, which were okay back then, because this bike didn't have a full set of original decals on it when I got it, and it was sold soon after it was finished. In 2018, I rebuilt this one. Again, another bike that didn't have a lot of original parts, though it did have a complete, albeit very faded, set of decals, so I was able to update the decal set that I'd created a couple years earlier. And after this bike was rebuilt, it was moved on as well. In 2020, I rebuilt this one, probably the most original of all of them. And it also had a very good set of decals on it, so I was able to do some final adjustments to those. And of course, as you will have noticed, all three of those previous Rogues that I had were all chrome. And to be honest, chrome was the only colour that I thought they came in. So you probably heard me talk about this website a few times. It's my bmxcatalog.com site, where I recreate all the old BMX catalogues to help people like me who are restoring old BMX bikes to know the parts, colours, etc. that their bikes came in. So in the 1998 Mongoose catalogue, the original Rogue was only listed as coming in chrome. But having worked with so many of these old BMX catalogues, I know that whatever's listed isn't always the only colour or part that these bikes came in. At the end of the calendar year, there were often updates to the range. But I was still pretty surprised to see this colour on a 1998 Rogue. In some of the areas that aren't faded, you can see it's a fluorescent orange. With predominantly black decals, there is a little bit of blue and white inset into the colour. And apart from that paint, this is an almost entirely original 98 Rogue. The only parts that look like they've been replaced here are the tyres, seat and seat post. Of course, the paint is quite rough in just about all areas. There's a lot of rust eaten into the paint and also on the parts. As you can see, there's a bit of chrome peel on the handlebars. But apart from that, this is a pretty good looking bike. The chrome forks are in great condition, as is the original decal set, which I'll be able to get BMX products to recreate based on this colorway. So for this build, I'll need to recreate that Fluro Orange, which shouldn't be too hard. The wheel set will get taken apart, the hubs cleaned, decals replaced on the rims and on the hubs, and new spokes fitted. Of course, that little bit of rust on the forks will get cleaned off. I'll bath all of the chrome parts. And I'll need to find a solve for that chrome peel on the handlebars. Potentially they'll get re-chromed. When I bought this, I noticed that it didn't have an original 26.0 seat post in it. It was a smaller one, but thankfully there was no cracking around the keyhole. And that new school seat and seat post will get replaced. All up, I am pretty excited about this build. This orange is a super rare colour. It's almost a shame to respray it, but once I've given it a bath and gotten rid of the rust in the paint, I'll take a look and maybe it'll stay a survivor. It is definitely rare either way. So if you want to follow this build, you'll need to follow the channel. And of course, I'd really appreciate it if you give this video a like. Alright, well that's it. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time.